your reaction if you realize, you girl, that you are now pregnant of your boyfriend? What do you think would happen if your parents, your family discover that you are pregnant right now? Have you stopped to think about it? Have you ever stopped to think about it? How would be your life? What kind of transformations you would go through if your family discover? What would happen with your entire life if right now you find out that you are pregnant? In the program of today, you're going to speak about teenage pregnancy, something that has been affecting a lot of youths nowadays.
Yeah, and it's something that actually makes this person, tend to leave out the actual dream that they had, the goals they wanted to accomplish in life, and it really affects your life. So, the young ladies that are watching, and also the young men, because it affects the men also, you should be keen and, understand what is the importance of not allowing yourself to be in this position as it is, and we're going to discuss more about it in the upcoming.
You stay right there, invite your friends or family members. The Where You Going program starts now. So we come back with you guys, and we have our guest today, Cherise, one of the youths from the youth group. And we and Kevin, we are going to speak with her and ask her questions to know how was the experience for her being having a pregnancy in her youth, in her young age. So Cherise, how old are you now?
23.
How old were you when you had your first child? Because you told me, because you had two children.
Yeah, I was at the age of 18.
18?
Yeah.
When you have the first child.
Yes.
And what was, the biggest difficulty you had when you found out when you were pregnant?
Well, I had to stop school instant because I was at the edge of finishing. And I had was to stop. I was home. Well, I didn't get to finish.
You mean like close to exams, time you had to stop. So
I had to drop out.
But when I believe for sure you remember in that day when you found out you were pregnant. What happened in that day? What happened in that day? What came in your mind when maybe I don't know if it happened with you exactly as the video we now show here.
Yeah.
But what happened with you in that moment? What kind of thoughts came into your mind in that moment that you realized that I am pregnant? Now, what I'm gonna do? What came in your mind in that
First
moment?
thing up in my mind is, mommy's gonna kill me.
you see, and that is it, because I mean it's unless that is is a pregnancy you plan. To me, most people go through this when it's something that they don't plan, because as the video was show, right? The person there waiting to text the boyfriend or whoever it is, the spouse, waiting to tell them as it is and don't know how to tell them, but you have to at the end of the day. But then again, as Cherise was saying, it had to take her away from her schooling, which is something very important, because at a young age like that, and if, the viewers may say 18 years, it's still teenage.
Yes,
because
of
it's up
course.
to 20 years of age, And 18 is still within teenage pregnancy. So when they say 18 years, most people will say, well, you know, oh gosh, you know, that's an age you reach now, you could have children or you could have boyfriend. We say no, but at the end of the day, it's still teenage pregnancy.
Yes.
Understand?
So the first thought came into your mind, your mother would kill you.
Yeah.
But after what you did, who was the first person that you spoke with?
Well, I speak to my boyfriend first,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like he was like so more excited than me, and I was so
Really?
upset because I was like, I need to finish school.
Yeah.
So I was upset, and he was so excited.
Wow. Well, that's a turnaround because I know some
Yeah.
fellas, you know, they really like this back up. They say, no, that is not my child, or you know,
Yeah.
that's all, you must do something with somebody else. That is not
Yes,
mine.
yes.
In
So
30 days,
he
we'll
was
step
so
back.
excited.
Wow. So, but was it easy to tell him? For you?
Yeah, it was.
Mm.
Because, well, we had a connection, so we like talk about anything.
Anything.
Anything we talk about. So as I found out, I was like, yeah, what? I'm pregnant, yeah, but I don't know how we can embrace mommy with this.
All right. So, but okay. Now telling him was one thing, but when you found out, what was your reaction? What damage it did to you mentally, at the point? Because remember, you wasn't expecting it.
No.
But of course, you start to, you know, get these symptoms, you start to feel sick, whatever the case is, you know.
Yeah.
And then now, you know, you went and you take the test. Bam, 2 strokes. What was your mentality at that point?
At first, I was like frustrated. I was like, I don't know nothing about pregnancy. I don't know much about children. So what am I really going to do? And I don't afraid to tell mommy already. So I was like lost and confused. I wasn't sure what I'm going to do.
And when your mother found out, how was it? What you went straight to tell her? How did you manage to tell your mother? How she reacted with this news?
I kind of hide it from her until I started look fat.
Oh.
Which wasn't nice. But when she found out, she was like, she was asking me, well, if I'm sure that I want to do this, or if I want to go to finish school. I was like, well, I'm sure, because it's a responsibility that you have to take actions for, and I did my mistake, and I get results of my mistakes. No regrets. So I had much responsibility to do what I have to do.
Okay, so you are watching. This is something that you need to think about because it is not an easy thing to deal with. Of course, at a young age, you don't have the finance. You know, you may not have the support because, as I said just now, most fellas they tend to run when this stage reach, as it is, because they got you got to understand to yourself that it starts to work in your mind that what you're gonna do, what is your plans, how you're gonna take care of this child. If my parents find out, what they're gonna say, and a lot of thoughts run through your mind. So, you that are watching, we want you to stay with us because we're gonna be back with you to discuss much more on this topic, teenage pregnancy.
I want you to stay right there. Watch the opinion of people on the street, what they think about this topic, teenage pregnancy. Watch these interviews. We're gonna be back with you right after.
On teenage pregnancy, I mean, not really know what's going on. It's a long time, but I mean, I think it's the parents had to try and enforce certain things because, I mean, like they said, they're kind of cliche about children making children, and it'll be like redundant. So keep like a cycle. I mean, it's all about where it start from home, where you see. We had to encourage people. I still young, but you had to be like a positive role model to show that they're not right. The abstinence, protection, these things are very important in that sense, because I mean, in the long run it'll be better for you. Sometimes just to wait.
My view on teenage pregnancy is usually the cases that is an unforeseen mistake, and it's something that we don't really wish upon the parent or the child, but things happen. We expect that, or we hope that the parents will still back up their child and ensure that the newborn develops and is a eventually becomes a good citizen. Because although the pregnancy may have been unplanned, we can't get rid of the child just for that. And we should, what I'm saying, the parents should stand by their daughter and assist her through the whole process, right? That being said, I don't think that the nation at large benefits from teenage pregnancy because it causes too much discomfort. It causes too much trials for both the teenage mother as well as the parent, as well, and it translates down to schools and the community at large. So if we could avoid teenage pregnancies on a whole, I think it would be better for the nation in general.
My views on teenage pregnancy is that I think it all starts with the parents, right? There are a lot of parents who had children as a teenager themselves, and they're not ready for parenthood. They don't spend enough time with children. They're going all about their business, and they have the children on the streets. So it's like the streets taking care of them and bringing them up. Some teenagers, they might have a strong mind and they could go back to school and they still carry on their lives and they end up with a good future. But for other cases, they just were not ready and they have no sort of no adult role model to say that could really take them out of it and help them to move forward with it. Then too, I think the hospitals have a lot to play with reporting these teenage pregnancies so that they could, the authorities can know about it and they could, put a stop to it. So it's just not the children at schools who are impregnating the females as the young teenagers, but grown men. You understand? So they really need to look into that. So the hospitals have a lot to play with it. The parents have a lot to play, have a good part to play. And then there are a lot of single parents, the fathers leaving, even mothers leaving, fathers with children. And, it takes the two parents to actually raise these children in the proper way. The government have a lot to do, to play a big role to play in these things. You educate them. You're never too old to learn. You have programs in place where the parents can go back to school, right? So that they can have a better education and they can teach their children about sex education, about a lot of things that they really not aware of. It's not all about pleasure and fun and games, right? It's about their future. So they have to be a part as parents and play their role. And not just leave it up to the government or to the teachers or even to neighbors and friends. But they have to do their part. And that's what I think.
So you see how people they think about it. Everybody has their opinion, but only those who went through the situation or those who are going through the situation right now, they really know what it is. Maybe you're watching this program now, you now found out that you are pregnant and you, as Sherry said, you are thinking about that your mom is going to kill you. You don't know what to do. I want you to keep watching this program. If you want help, you can send a text message or WhatsApp message or even call us in these numbers that appear at the bottom of the screen right now. But Cherise, you, besides that fear that you had to speak with your mother, you stopped going to the school because of the pregnancy. What else changed in your life? What else happened that was not in your plan, or maybe it was in your plan, something that was in your plan, you have to cancel it because of the pregnancy? What other difficulties you had to deal with because of the pregnancy?
Well, I had to deal with persecution because people was like, they would be like, I know should I never finish school and them kind of thing, because they didn't really have much good to say about me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know why. I did nothing wrong to anybody.
Oh, that's jealousy. Please no jealousy. Yeah.
But how? How it was is, I don't know. I was like real confused I was like very confused. At a point in time, I thought of suicide too. I thought of that too.
Because you didn't know how to deal with all that
No,
pressure.
no.
And as the time was passing by, you were seeing, you know, the belly growing,
Yeah.
the baby's going to come out. When he come out, what I'm going to do?
Yes, all of that.
I don't work, I don't have finances. Everybody persecuting me. When the baby comes, how it's going to be?
Yeah, and they'll be like, first that he didn't used to say anything. God at all this, be like, I show like he's not the father, you know? That one, this one, and stuff like that. That is like drive me so mad because it's like they know nothing, but they just have to say something.
You point a finger and judgment and all these kind of things. But nobody never asked you if you needed some help or something like that. They only come and judge. So this is something very important because maybe you are watching the program now.
A simple prayer can change even the most complicated situation. Join me now for a simple but powerful prayer.
Now I would like to make a prayer for you that is watching this program right now. And you're going through a lot, maybe the same situation or maybe a situation different, but it's bringing you down. You are confused, not knowing what to do. I want you right now where you are, you're going to close your eyes, we're going to make this prayer for you, and God is going to guide you. As He guided her, He's going to guide you. Because for sure there is a way out. There is a solution. Close your eyes right there where you are. This is the moment of the prayer. My God, in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, I pray, my God, on behalf of this youth that is watching this program right now, this young girl, this young fella that maybe don't know what to do, my God, is going through a lot of situations at home, maybe in the school, at work. Maybe this girl now found out that is pregnant and don't know what to do, is thinking about abortion, thinking about suicide. My God, I ask you right now, give them strength. Let these youths that are watching this program right now, maybe have been watching for a long time, not knowing what to do. My God, let them have strength, let them have courage to leave their houses and come to look for help, look for a support, and make the correct decision, my God, so that the situation that is already bad may not get worse. Holy Spirit, I bless all the youths throughout Trinidad and Tobago, and I determine, my God, that all of them, that they need support, when they come, they reach here in the YPG, my God, let their lives be transformed. Let they receive the support. As Charisse found support, let all of them that need help reach the YPG so that we can help them and in order to make them to have a better future. Determine, my God, this transformation in the life of all the viewers of this program in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. So, you know, now you already know, at least have a clue what you should do to make the situation do not get worse. Every Sunday, the YPG is waiting for you at number 2 Brother, upstairs Marais Julius opposite its gate in Port of Spain, or in any other branch. Wherever you go, wherever there is a universal church, there will be the YPG. It's not about being a religious person, but being something great. Tomorrow, Saturday, we're gonna keep talking about this topic in our radio program.
Yeah, on 91.9 FM, and you can log in at 7 o'clock, and we go between the hours of 7 to 8. You can listen to us. You're gonna hear a lot more than what you heard today, and of course, you know, you're gonna learn how to overcome this problem, how to even avoid getting into this problem, and this is something what the YPG is about.
So you can keep sending your messages or WhatsApp. You can keep calling even after the program because somebody's gonna answer you. They're gonna help you. You're gonna finish right here, but I want you to understand that before you do anything in your life, think about where you're going.
My fishes of men, the voices of faith is harder than the rock. Many were called and a few were chosen. Satan got scared and then he got